Hey everyone, welcome to part 5 of this Baldur's Gate 3 trophy and achievement walkthrough. We're going to start right outside the Goblin camp, coming around this corner, and we'll get a cutscene right away.
Thicko! This here's off limits. Get to the main gate or I'll plug you full of arrows.
Little Goblin's kind of rude, but we will listen to him. If we were to go that direction, there's just a lot of traps and nastiness we don't want to deal with. So instead, we're going to come along this path using those knotted roots to climb down to the lower level. And now we can use the jump command to hop over toward this little ledge here. So just from the menu, we'll use the jump command to hop down. And now we can proceed along this path until we get to a cutscene.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
Feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
The voice is gone. Muted by this Gith relic. Why does a half-elf carry it?
That power, is that what happens to others when we use the parasite on them?
Perhaps. But whatever it was, I don't want to experience it again.
Hold on. That artifact seemed to stop the voice. What is it?
It's nothing. I swear.
Persuasion. That was far from nothing. Tell me what you know, please. Here we have a skill check looking for a 10. Now we do have a little bit of a bonus to our charisma and our persuasion proficiency. So we rolled a 9, but we ended up with a 14, so that's a success.
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
Shadowheart prefers to keep some secrets, but right now we're going to say, why Baldur's Gate? What aren't you telling me?
I suppose, if we're to continue together, I may as well tell you. I serve Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth, for all it's worth. Let's continue.
Heavens forbid. We're all entitled to our secrets.
Remember, we're not going to push her too hard at this point, so we're just going to say, well, thank you for sharing.
No need to thank me. This is out of pure necessity. Pure desperation, in fact.
How did you come into possession of that artifact exactly?
There's nothing more I can tell you. All I remember is that I have to get back to my contact in the city.
I know those symbols. Githyanki runes. Ancient as Vlaakith herself. You stole that from my people.
Yes. And a lot of my people died in the process. I won't fail them. Not after what I saw your kind do to them.
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the Absolute itself, the three figures in the vision, the Chosen are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. Before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. But how long can such protection last? Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination. At any cost. No doubt the Githyanki will seek to reclaim that which is theirs. And you still do not know what it even is.
Enough, both of you. We need to work together.
For now. But any crimes against my kin will be answered for in time.
I just saved you. Keep that in mind next time you want to air your grievances.
Things are getting tense between those two, but we need to stay on Shadowheart's good side because there is a trophy and achievement related to her, and we're actually going to make good progress with her right now when we talk to her with this exclamation mark above her head.
Something the matter? Wait. It hurts.
What the hells was that?
A joyous little affliction that visits me with screaming agony on occasion. I'd be lying if I told you I know what causes it. But don't worry. It can't hurt you. Only me. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Is there anything I can do to help with it?
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
Why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
Now let's turn to other matters. I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart.
You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
Tell me something about yourself besides Shar, besides tadpoles.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
We needed her to talk about those night orchids because that is directly tied to one of the trophies and achievements. So now we'll say, you'll have to point out night orchids to me if we ever pass some.
It's a deal.
Anything else you'd care to share?
No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, Then my memories will be restored.
You've had your memories suppressed? That seems extreme.
Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Well, we got Shadowheart to open up to us a little bit, we got more progress toward her quest line, and we got her to talk about night orchids, so now we can choose to leave. After the Shadowheart conversation, we are going to continue on our path. We're going to go right over this bridge here with the ramparts, and we're going to go into the main goblin camp. And there's a few things that we want to do inside of here right now.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Come, fill the front row. Laugh if you dare, recoil if you... With fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had let you glide.
Give him your rapt attention.
You! Move off!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I?
Wait a tick! That a friend of yours?
Certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying!
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him!
Wait, wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now look what you've done.
Come on!
That is Volo the Bard, and he's actually one of the recruitable characters that we can add to our team. So what we want to do is follow the questline a little bit to rescue him from these goblins. And what we're going to start off by doing is just seeing where they go. So you can see that they're going to knock him off the pedestal here, and they're going to walk back toward that giant goblin, the big ogre guy in the back there. Over here are some goblins doing a minigame called Chase the Chicken, and we are going to be interacting with them at a later part here, but for right now we're going to keep following Volo toward this big door. They're going to go inside, but we're not going to go inside just yet. Instead, we're going to do a long rest. What a long rest is it refills all of your HP and all of your spell slots, so it's very important for survival, but it's more important for the trophy progression. So in your main command, instead of going all the way to the bottom, we'll go to the one just to the right of it, and that's going to be the long rest feature. If you do 4 long rests in one playthrough, you get a trophy just for that. Every time you do a long rest, you also get a randomized cutscene that provides progression toward either a quest line or a trophy that we're trying to get. So we'll be doing this fairly frequently, and here's one example of such a cutscene.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Wipe the sweat from your brow.
Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
Chukil gate vlakith mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Let's use our Elithid wisdom to explore Lae'zel's mind. We're guaranteed to get this one, so let's roll the dice.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. Lae'zel's fear grips you. Not fear of death, but fear of insignificance. The great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon. Forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlaakith.
Be strong. You will survive this. You will please your queen.
I will not let the Geich take me. I will earn Vlaakith's honor. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all. I came just in time. You are transforming.
I know your voice. I've heard it before.
Yes, you have. I saved you before. And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a Mind Flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
Take the hand offered to you.
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. You'll feel better. I promise.
There are important matters to discuss.
After all that, we're at our camp, which acts like a hub for us, where we can manage our party members and build relationships with our companions. We can store items and work on different quest lines. We also get a tutorial about consuming parasites. If we encounter other parasites from other infected individuals, we can take them into ourselves and advance our powers. I'll be showing you how to do that a little bit later on. For now, let's go over and start talking to Astarion.
I had the strangest dream last night. There was a visitor promising me protection and all sorts of delicious powers from the parasites in our heads. Given our shared affliction, I suppose you had a similar dream.
I did.
Excellent. Now we can see what these tadpoles can do for us.
We should take every advantage we can get. Let's explore these powers and see where they take us.
Exactly. Waste not, want not. Even when it comes to mind flayer parasites. Now, was there anything else?
It looked like you were almost ready to tear that monster hunter apart.
We're not wandering these wilds looking for stimulating conversations. Of course my knife was ready. The Gur are duplicitous. I've had my share of run-ins, so caution is only natural.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Let's leave. I get the sense that he's not being totally forthcoming with us, but that's okay. As he gets to know us better, he'll open up more about himself, and we'll get to know him a lot better. Gale is over here in the purple. We're going to talk to him in a later part. We're not going to start that just yet. Instead, what we're going to do is go over by this big boat area, and we can see our old buddy Withers that we rescued from the dank crypt.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further?
No.
You were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Impressive. Are there other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
That's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
You mentioned a cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
Well, we're all done talking to Withers now. We got a good introduction to him, so let's go ahead and leave. We get a little pop-up that says that Withers is a strange wraith that commands many powers. He allows us to resurrect allies, hire help, and to change our class, all for a price. That price is only 200 gold, so that's really cheap considering the amazing benefits that it can provide to us, and we're going to use him to get a couple trophies later on. So we're all done with our camp now. Let's head over toward the little fire area, and we're going to talk to the sleeping bag to choose to leave. The game brings us right back to where we were before the long rest. We're back in the Goblin camp. You can see that big exclamation mark above Shadowheart's head. That means that she wants to talk to us, so let's do it.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Well, now I'm intrigued. Do continue.
I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Do you think she'll ever relent and make you a Dark Justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
I don't understand. Why be so secret about such an ambition?
Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Thank you for sharing. Shadowheart approves of our kindness, and that's really all that we need to talk to her about right now, so let's go ahead and leave and continue our journey. Now let's go inside these big doors and get Volo. I am going to cut out my save here, but you do want to save at this point and then go in. That long rest was important because it recharged our lithid powers, and we're going to use them as soon as we get inside here.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Let's choose Detect Thoughts, probe her thoughts. We get a skill check looking for a 9. If we can complete this successfully, then we'll get a trophy. So let's go ahead and roll the dice with the bonus for guidance from Shadowheart and see where we end up. So I got a 7, -1 for my intelligence, but +3, I get a 9, as well as the no penny required trophy.
Can't be here to see the true souls. Those types don't even bother to wait.
We can use our Lithid Wisdom again to say, I'm not here to talk to a lowly guard. Here we just get a skill check looking for a 2. Very easy, we're guaranteed to get it. So we roll the dice, and sure enough, we are able to succeed and move right along.
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
Beg pardon. You must be here to join the other true souls. Please, go right ahead.
Why are you calling me a true soul?
Well, because that's what you are, innit? One of them as hears our thoughts, and the voice of the Absolute. Like Priestess Gut and Boss Ragslin. Gods, we even got a drow now. The Absolute is gathering us all together. For something big, I reckon.
And we get a healthy chunk of experience for that.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Good. I wasn't intending to.
Alright, let's just keep heading straight down this hallway until we get to the big open area in the middle. We'll go through the heavy oak doors. There's really nothing to collect or to see along this hallway. You just have to get up to this big statue-looking thing in the middle. And then when you get right about here, then turn toward your right, you're going to see a ladder, and we're just going to go straight up this ladder. At the top of the ladder, you just walk straight forward. You'll go right past this war drum to this intersection. Now turn left, and you'll want to go through the door just ahead of you. Your journal will be updated to show the Rescue Volo side quest, and you can actually see Volo inside this cage here. Don't try to pick the lock or anything. He is being watched currently.
Keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Well, we're not going to pick a fight or do anything crazy. Let's go talk to Gribbo and talk our way out of it.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine.
So I see. Do you have plans for this pigeon?
Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya?
I hate to see such a lovely creature in a cage.
Hey, he don't mind. Keeps him safe from me mates. Raids make 'em rabid. Then catch one on your own.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Well, we can't automatically persuade her, but we can choose Detect Thoughts to read her thoughts. Of course, we do have to pass the skill check here, so let's go ahead and roll the dice and see where we end up. We got a 13, -1, plus another 3, ending with a 15 out of 9. We got it.
This Ranger better not go yapping about my pigeon. I should have turned him over to Minthora by now, but he's such a nice little pigeon.
Withholding prisoners? Your boss won't be happy to hear that.
What? I ain't. Minthora don't give a cake what you think. Bah, just take him if you care so much. See if he'll sing for the likes of you, though. Bloody think. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
And just like that, we get the cage key, so let's go over and use it to unlock the door and free Volo.
Look at this! I'm quite saved! I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons.
And just how will you be accomplishing that?
Volo Gedam, realm-renowned author, auteur, and tastemaker at your service. Once I've written you into one of my books, there won't be a tavern in Faerun you can enter without receiving a hero's welcome. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke?
Go to my camp. We'll talk there once we're both safe.
Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
That's going to do it for part 5. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and subscribe so that you can see more of this series as it comes out very, very soon. Until next time, have a good day.